Today, we begin the epic journey that is Build a Dalek, a Hachette Partworks series that promises everything you need to construct a high-quality, half-size model of the legendary Time War Dalek from Doctor Who. This Dalek isn't just a display piece, it comes remote-controlled with lights, sound, and interchangeable weapons. The accompanying magazine gives step-by-step instructions, as well as insights into the history of Doctor Who and the Daleks. The finished model is said to stand around 80 centimeters tall, with a base roughly 60 by 48 by 11 centimeters. It's made up of 700 to 800 pieces crafted from die-cast alloy, metal, and ABS plastic. The collection is planned for 140 weekly issues, and as subscribers, we receive about 4 issues per shipment plus free postage and some exclusive gifts. Our first shipment included issues 1 and 2, along with a small TARDIS keychain as our first subscriber gift. This Dalek is based on the one seen in the 2005 story Dalek, which fans will know as the first reappearance of the dreaded Skaro mutants in the modern series. Interestingly, the Dalek has some unique design features like the gold-painted collar sections, which didn't appear again on screen until the 2015 story The Magician's Apprentice. The Partworks model boasts a moving iris, dome lights that flash in sync with speech, a revealing body to show the mutant within, and discrete wheels underneath for mobility. There's also a moulded anti-grav unit underneath, which is a super nice touch. Rotating dome and shoulder sections, and an interchangeable plunger arm with the Assault Dalek claw, as seen in the 2005 story, The Parting of the Ways. You'll notice we have a friend keeping a watchful eye over our progress. I actually built my own Dalek back in 2019-2020 after stumbling across someone selling the dome and shoulder sections on Marketplace. Bringing it to life involved the amazing resource that is Project Dalek, as well as parts from EMA model supplies, Mooncrest models, eBay, and even 3D printing a few components myself. But enough about that Dalek, let's get back to the Partworks. Issue 1 includes the parts to assemble the eye, complete with circuit board and cable. Issue 2 brings the detailed parts for the eye stalk. The magazine opens with a brief anatomy of a Dalek and an overview of the Time War, then dives into the eyepiece assembly, the digital display, and the eye housing. First, remove the protective plastic film from the digital display. Align the 3 holes on the display to the matching posts in the inner housing. Then, slide the inner housing into the sockets on the outer casing. Next, take the clear lens and fit it to the aperture piece, flat side facing inside the eye. Push it in until it sits firmly. Now we join those 2 sub-assemblies together. Match the different size slots to the corresponding tabs, then rotate so the pieces lock together. Plug the cable into the socket on the circuit board. It's a snug fit, so try not to force it. Test fit the large nut into the eye housing. The instructions suggest superglue to fix this in place, but be careful not to get glue on the thread. I've got to be honest, I was a bit miffed at the note about using glue, as the nut was already quite tight, and I hate the way conventional superglue stains and makes plastic brittle. Thread the cable through the nut. Align the eye assembly's 3 slots to the housing tabs, and rotate to secure. And there you have it, the eye is assembled. That was surprisingly easy and didn't require any tools bar the superglue, so overall an encouraging start to the Dalek build. Issue 2's magazine starts with a feature on Davros, creator of the Daleks, and the story Genesis of the Daleks, covering part 1, 2, and 3. For long-time fans, it's not exactly groundbreaking or new information, especially if you've read something like Doctor Who magazine. Then we get back to the build with the eye stalk. Slide the insulators, what the instruction calls insulators, but Dalek builders probably know best as the eye rings, onto the eye arm. Start with the smallest, up to the largest, then back to smallest. In the instructions they look clear, however the production pieces, they're solid opaque white. Personally, I prefer the slightly sanded clear look of the original plastic lenses. What is great, however, is that each insulator has a built-in spacer, which on an actual Dalek would be made up of separate pieces. Fit the black arm sleeve, then the rubber washer to keep it secure. Next, take the eye assembly from issue 1 and funnel the cable through the eye stalk. Useful tip, make sure you flatten the cable a bit before threading so it doesn't get stuck. Screw the eye assembly to the end of the stalk. Then plug the connector into the test circuit board. Load 3 AA batteries into the test battery pack, connect it, flick the switch, and press the button. And it's alive. The first press turns it on, the second press closes the iris, the third press reopens the iris, and the fourth press turns it off. I love that they've included this function. It's a really neat callback to the 2005 Daleks and even the classic 60s Daleks with their mechanical lens. The motion isn't exactly smooth, but it's definitely satisfying. And that's where we leave it for now. This series isn't exactly cheap. Like with most Partworks, issue 1 starts at a low price of $4.99, issue 2 is free if you subscribe, and issue 3 is $14.99, and the ones that follow jump up to the regular price of $23.99. So with 140 issues planned, it's quite an investment. Compare that to building a full-size Dalek yourself, it might actually be cheaper. Though the time and the effort involved are enormous. Despite the price and the anxiety that, like many Partworks, it could be modified or even cancelled, I think this is an exciting product, and the kind of ambitious Doctor Who collectible fans have been waiting for. If you'd like to see us continue the Build a Dalek series, let us know in the comments below.
Exterminate!